So I'm just landing from the travel that I went to. You can see my goose and the one in the back. So listen, I have something special to make. I have been trying to make it inside train, but there was a lot of noise and distract because I see a lot of my friends, so I was unable. So the video I have for you today, this moment, is that stop giving attention to people because they will feel what's so powerful. You know, they used to say familiarity is not good, but in the same way, familiarity is a process where people will take you forward for granted, or familiarity is what leads to what disrespect, disloyal. When you give people too much attention, when you give people too much of your life, you open your life too much to them, majority of them will treat you as shit. Yes, because it's not everyone in your life will appreciate you. Some will act as a fool. Why? Because you have already given them privilege, too much privilege to do whatsoever they like and whatsoever they feel like doing. But the moment you put boundary to all those things, the moment they realize that this is the level they ought to participate, this is the things they ought to do, and this is what they will do, you will not take it granted with them, you will not take it easy with them. They will do what? They will understand. But the moment you make them feel they can do nothing, you make them feel as if they are God in your own life, you make them feel as if they are CEO in your own life, majority of them will not appreciate it. They will take you for granted. They will talk whatsoever they want, do whatsoever they want, say whatsoever they want. Why? Because you have already given them what? The privilege to talk to you, to do things that they ought not to do. So all I'm trying to say is that stop giving people your too much attention in your life. Sometimes you will message some certain people, they will reply you 2 days, 3 days. Not that they have not seen your message, not that they have not seen your call, not that they have not seen your missed call, but majority of them will just feel like they don't care. Anytime they call you, you will reply. Anytime they message you, you will reply. So if you message them, there is no need of them replying you so early. Why? Because they want to feel the CEO. They want to become the master. So you need to set some certain boundaries. You need to let them know that I called you, I invited you into my life, so you must obey the rule and the regulation that guide me. I open my life to you. It's not you that invited me into your life. I give you the privilege. I do used to tell my friends that if someone invite you into his or her life, it's a privilege. It's not an opportunity for you. You get me? It's a privilege that someone invited you into his or her life. So you must respect it, because respect is a reciprocal. You got what I'm saying? So majority of people will not appreciate your present. Majority of people will not appreciate the life and the privilege you give to them to come into your life until you close that door. So in some certain marriages, the reason why they have problem because one of them have already given all to the opponent, whereby the opponent have not given nothing. You are the one who give them your time. You are the one who give them your energy. You are the one who give them your resources. You are the one who give them your call, but they have nothing to do or to give you in return. Why? Because you have already given them your attention too much, and it make them feel powerful, whereby they look you the less. They look you as a lesser, but as a lesser man. They look you as somebody whom they can do anything they like to. They can treat you the way they like. They can talk to you the way they like. They can come inside and go outside the way they want. They can come to your life, do anything they like, say anything they like, act the way they feel like acting, do the things, the rubbish thing they feel like doing, still leave you, they will still come back. Why? Because you have already given them privilege that make them feel so powerful in your life. You get what I'm saying? So people don't start to treat you anyhow. People don't start to talk to you anyhow. People don't start to say anything anyhow. They do all those things because you have already given them too much of your attention. You have already made them to become like the CEO of your life. You have already made them to feel like they are God. You get me? So the moment you make people to feel as if they are God, majority of the moment you give people that honor. I know that it is good to respect some people who will reciprocate your respect, who will understand that respect is a reciprocal. But majority of people will not value it. Why? Because in process of you respecting them, you have given them too much of your attention. You are giving them too much of your time. Every time they see you, in 1 hour they will see you, in 2 minutes they will see you, in 30 minutes they will see you. Every time they just want, they will see you. Anytime they call you, you'll be available. Anytime they want you, you'll be available. Then they will start to look you as someone who is weak to yourself, as someone who don't have nothing to do. Then they will start to do what? To invite some certain things that they ought not to do or to invite. You get what I'm saying? So avoid and note the certain things you tolerate in your life, so that you may not invite people that will destroy you and leave you. You may not invite people that will break you down, destroy the things you have labored for, terminate it. You know, sometimes if you are married, you invite some of your friends, because you have not given them boundary to your wife, to your husband, or you have not given them limit in which they will talk to your husband, they will talk to your wife. Majority of them will start to put word into your own marriage. Majority of them will start to say some certain things that does not concern them. Majority of them will start to vindicate some issue that you and your opponent ought to say within you. Why? Because they have already see everything. They have already how will I put it? They have already feel like the CEO, the owner of your life. You got what I'm saying? Even some marriages, even some families, you know, sometimes some brothers, some aunties will be maltreating their brother's wife or their sister husband. Why? Because as a brother, you have not given your brothers, your sisters, limit in which they will talk to your wife, in which they will see the certain word that will say that this is the limit which you ought to do in my marriage. You don't have right to say this. You don't have right to do this. You get me? But if you give them that privilege to talk to your wife anyhow, they may also do or damage your marriage. You get what I'm saying? So try to make some boundary within you. This is what the level what you ought to say. Something that concerns me and my wife, you ought not to put your mouth. These things you ought, if we are the one that come to you for information, for advice, you have the right to say what is in your mind. But if we have not come, you have no right to interfere on our affairs. You got what I'm saying? So this is all I have for you. Stop giving people attention, too much attention, because it makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel honorable, whereby they will disrespect you, dishonor you, and look you as nobody. So this is all I have for you. It's me, your boy K Samson. I remain loyal to you all. And if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. And if you have anything that come out from your mind to donate to me, I will drop my email. You can message me, then I will send you my account. I truly appreciate it. Whether it's €10, €5, $10, $5, any amount you feel like, I truly appreciate you all. Remain blessed.